Ask you a question.
Oh, hi. Yes.
So that's all. We were just talking about people and their communication skills. I'm the kind of guy that I am who I pretend to be. If I see you and I say, hey, how you doing? Give you a hug. What's going on? And chit-chat. And I'm interested in you and what you have to say. And then there are other people that are, I'm all business. I'm all business. And I say,
all business and no fun.
I was going to say something in the Italian thing. Gosh, I stopped. Thank you, because we go to Italy, and I don't want to be saying that trash talk. All right, so we
all right, we're going back to Ernie, right?
Hey, Ernie, come on, number 3.
Hey, Ernie.
Number 3's on here.
Go on for it, man. It's the third round. Hey, listen, let me just interrupt you, and then I won't. I want to hear you talk. But today is a very, 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 that's 3 very exciting day of my life, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But go ahead, Ernie.
Such a tease.
What's up?
Okay, this is a 2-part question. My wife and I got done watching all the 104 episodes of Wild Wild West.
104.
This took quite a while, about a month. Is there a did you and Ross make a remake of this back in '78 that we could watch, or wasn't there one made? That's the first part, and the second part is my wife wants to know: do you have a book out, or do you have a biography coming out, or of your life story, anything like that?
That's a great question, and the answer, Ernie, to the first question, is we made 2 films, Ross and I, The Return of the Wild West A, The Return of the Wild West B, and we were going to do the third, and I can't remember the circumstances, but that didn't happen. And then, of course, the head of CBS, who owns the Wild West, took it over to Warner's to make that wonderful classic movie with Will Smith. Okay, so
we know how that turned out.
Well, yeah. Well, that was the first question. Now, what was the second again?
The second one was: do you have a book out or coming out?
Yes.
Of all from the very beginning of your acting up till Baba Black Sheep and beyond.
Well, there are 4 books or 5 floating around. My associate and aide de camp, a stunt man that traveled with me when we did stunt shows and worked with me on the show, Dick Kanji, wrote a book, and he talked to me about it, and I said, go for it, and he did. And I didn't read it, but I've heard people would call me and ask me questions about, well, Dick said, is this true? And I would answer the question to whether it was or it wasn't true. And then there are others out there. Susan Kessler does a semi-documentary kind of a book, and that one is something that I would recommend people interested in the technical part of making television, those 104 episodes you were talking about over a period of 4 years. And that's kind of an interesting, if you're in, the documentary. The other 3 things that are out there, I don't know anything about. I mean, and I don't read them, but I think 2.5 part to your question, yes, a book called The Duke of 63rd Street is being made as we speak. So that'll be probably done in the summer and released in the fall or around Christmas time next year. The Duke of 63rd Street. My nickname growing up was Duke, and I'm from a part of the city in Chicago, 63rd Street. Those are my roots as a child growing up. And in New York, they've got 125th Street, and that's Harlem. So anyway, I saw something interesting. I'm glad, Ernie, that you called. There is a house next to a house that I was in for 7 years. I was at 5026 was the address. And next to that house is a house owned by who?
I have no idea.
Who? Come on, Ernie. Who would live next door to where I lived for 7 years in Chicago?
I don't know.
Fan trivia.
Okay, all right. He's got a strange name. Some people allege he was born elsewhere, not in Florida, but I believe he was born in Florida. You know who we're talking about?
No.
Our president.
No.
Right next door.
Next door to you?
Yes.
President Obama.
Yes.
President Barack Obama.
That's right. So you got it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. How about that for a coincidence, right?
What a good street.
The street?
What a good street. You were.
I don't know how good it was. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That just depends on your point of view. All right. Hey, thanks for being with us, and call as many times as you like.
Could I throw in one more quick question here?
Sure, because if you quit calling, there ain't no show, brother. Go ahead. What's the next question?
Do you still keep in contact? He was a heavy. They'd always Red West. Do you ever see him, or
yes.
do you see him?
Yes,
he was a guest on the show not too long ago.
I see Red West, and he's grown as an actor, and he was got magnificent reviews for a movie he did just recently, and his son, unfortunately, had an illness, and I'm godfather to one of them and dear friends with the other. He has 2 boys, and yes, I do see and I do talk to Red and his lovely wife Patty.
Okay, thank you for taking my calls, and I will talk to you probably in a few weeks again,
Keep
Bob.
it up, brother. It's your show.
Okay.
Thank you, Ernie. That leaves one line open for us at 800-336-2225.
This is not wine, incidentally. It's coffee. And when we get the long commercials, I take these headphones off and I run to the men's room.
It's good coffee today, though, isn't it?
It's wonderful.
It's
now,
very yummy.
I want to take time briefly, to thank our friends in France. Your generosity is overwhelming. I've gotten a French book with, it says a phrase book from France.
Want me to hold that up?
There
you go. All right. French phrase book. Very good for your trip.
Thank you. And there are other things that I want to share with you. From a Frenchman sent me chronological order of my career, and he asked if I wanted another one, and I absolutely, Javier, I would love to have another one, and then I'll probably get some more made, because it's just on the cover, the front of it, it has my friend Clint Eastwood.
Oh, wow.
Then it has the beautiful Natalie Wood, who is a dear friend. Then it has Connie Stevens, and I met Connie at the Academy Awards.
Really?
When she was 19.
Oh, my gosh.
And now
so
it's
you have an
coming up.
anniversary.
Well, no, I didn't get her pregnant or anything. What kind of anniversary are you talking about?
A meeting, Bob, mind in the gutter.
No, well, she went, not in the gutter. No. But anyway, she's a lovely lady, and I can't tell you how much I adore her. And I'm like her brother.
Very cute. You guys just had dinner, too, didn't you?
Yeah, we're pals.
You pal around.
We pal, and we've gossiped. And what did you think of this and that? And she has more energy than any person I have ever met. Any person.
I love it.
Yes, I told the story. I'll tell it again. So we get this award from the Marine Corps. We're driving back. It's 2 in the morning. And she says, I don't wonder what time I'll get home because I'm on stage tomorrow afternoon. You ready for that? On stage?
On stage?
I looked at her and I thought, what should we do? Should we do a brain scan?
Yeah.
Conchetta Ingolia is her name.
Really?
Yeah.
Connie Stevens, Conchetta
Ingolia.
Ingolia.
That's a little Italian for you.
It's very Italian.
And what's my real name?
It's Conrad Robert Faulkner.
No, Faulkner.
Conrad
Robert
Falkowski.
Not Falkowski.
That's Wikipedia.
That's wrong.
Wrong. I know. That's what I was throwing me off.
Conrad Robert Norton Falk.
Okay. Falk. Got it.
Okay. Sounded funny the way you said it. You see the coffee almost go out on all this stuff.
I want to repeat that face again. That was good stuff. We'll come back with more on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Okay.